Well, something new is coming from one of my favorite streaming channels.
Yeah.
Love is in the air,
Oh.
and a new film and original scripted podcast.
Yeah, we had the chance to chat with Senior Vice President of Programming Development for Hallmark Media to talk about two new projects. Check it out.
Something new and fresh is coming to a small screen and podcast near you. Joining us now is Tony Judkins. She is Hallmark's Media Senior Vice President of Programming and Development, and she's here to share more on these exciting projects. Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Great.
Doing good. Thank you so much for joining us today. Excited to talk to you about these projects. I love Hallmark. I live in Hallmark world land every day.
We talk about it all the time.
All the time. All the time. I'm one of the people who, when the Christmas movies are about to roll around, I'm ready for them. I'm ready every
You're
year.
probably watching them right now.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm guilty. Tony, fill us in. There's a new movie that premiered over the weekend, Napa Ever After. Tell us about that.
So Napa Ever After is a film from our Mahogany film franchise, which is Mahogany, is a beloved card brand in the Hallmark family for almost 40 years now. So it's a card brand that's created for African Americans. So now we have a slate of films under the Mahogany card brand, and Napa Ever After is our, I think, our third film this year that premiered over the weekend. And it, like I said, it is created for the Mahogany card brand. So it's really content for the African-American viewer, though it is inclusive for everyone. It is a traditional Hallmark movie, but the story is pretty much based around the African-American viewer, the stories, but it's a Hallmark movie through and through.
Yes, absolutely. Can you tell us a little bit more about the storyline for Napa Ever After?
Sure, of course. In Napa Ever After, our main character, is a pretty high-powered woman in San Francisco. She's an attorney, and she finds out surprisingly that she has been left this grand gift from her grandmother, who she grew up with, who passed away. And she turns out that she has inherited a wine vineyard in Napa, and she has to figure out what to do about this. While grieving her grandmother, she has to find out, and figure out, what do I do with this vineyard? I'm a lawyer. I have never run a wine vineyard before. So the story really follows her and her journey in Napa and this quite handsome young man that has been around and knew her grandmother and has been around the vineyard for many years. She joins forces with him to help her figure out either how to save the vineyard, how to maybe sell it, what to do with it, and a little sparks fly, and things end up being very Napa Ever After.
Yes,
that
absolutely.
is a Hallmark storyline right there.
Absolutely,
100%.
And I just want to point out the actor that's the love interest. He's from the Evergreen movies.
Oh,
I love
of course.
Yes. Oh, we love Mr. Colin Lawrence. He's also plays Preacher on Netflix's Virgin River, but yes, he's definitely been in the Hallmark family before. He was an absolute delight to work with. I've been a fan of his for years. I was so happy that he agreed to take this role. Same thing with Miss Denise Boutet.
Yes.
Love her, and so we've seen her in so many different things. She is completely lovely and adorable. We couldn't have asked for a better and more easier cast to work with, and they really just brought their A game and their heart. It was a wonderful production. They brought their A game and their heart and their interests, and they're also fans of Hallmark. So when you have that combination, it just ends up being a very easy and wonderful project.
Yes, absolutely. Let's switch over to something that Hallmark is working on from a podcast standpoint. Crimson Hearts Collide. What can you tell us there, Tony?
Oh, yes, this is very exciting. In addition to working on the slate of films under the Mahogany brand, we are launching, it's just dropped, our first scripted podcast. So it's a traditional type of Hallmark story, but in a scripted form. Crimson Hearts Collides is about 30 minutes each, and it goes over 8 episodes. It is a romance. It's not an audiobook. It's a fully immersive audio experience. I mean, if you're listening to Crimson Hearts Collide, not only are you pulled into the story, but you're really pulled into the story by being there in the moment. The story takes place on another attorney, by the way, who heads down to find out something that was left to her by an uncle that she never even knew existed. And she goes down to Alabama to figure out what this all is about. And it turns out that this is this really wonderful farm with wonderful people, but it certainly has its own problems and challenges. And all I could say is, immersive sound and Black cowboys.
Oh, I love that. And both of those are out now, right? Crimson Hearts Collide and
Yes.
Napa Ever After. That's right.
Yes,
That's great.
absolutely.
Yes. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us and visit with us today about those exciting projects. We appreciate you, Tony.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
For sure.
You all know I live in Hallmark land.
Yes, you
so Napa Ever After already loaded.
Gotta watch it.
Crimson Hearts got already downloaded. Listen, this is a happy space that I live in year round. Actually,
Yes, year round. It's like Christmas, but year round for you.
Correct.
It's Hallmark time
Correct.
all year round.